Hello, welcome to Kedrick Farms. We're here with another episode of the Minnesota Millennial Farmer map by Mapper's Paradise. And today we're going to be continuing our big field of corn and continuing the harvest, that is. And we're picking up on the same mid-autumn day here. I have picked up a handy-dandy Mahindra for getting around the farm a little bit quicker. It's a little bit smaller than the truck. I thought about getting the John Deere Gator, but honestly, it's just kind of slow. Not that I'm going that much faster than the Gator could go right now, but we need to be able to go really fast. I don't know why, but we do. I wanted to get an ATV of some kind, but I had a hard time finding any good mods. I'm mostly a Polaris guy myself, so I didn't find a good Polaris mod. There's some Razors out there that were cool looking, but not from the most reputable of sites. So we are full up here. We've got the grain cart full and the semi full, really from where we left off last time. So first things first, I'm going to get the semi up to the grain leg and just get that unloading into the wet bins real quick. And then we'll go take a look at what we've done with the semis. I'm going to have to give a shout out in just a second here to the individual who has helped me identify a better way to run Courseplay. And so this is where, once again, in the comments, you guys are just being awesome and helping me figure things out. And what we're doing on the new Courseplay settings, let me actually jump over here and see if I can bring up the Courseplay map. It's kind of hard to see, but I'm doing sections of 6 here. So we're going to cut in, and I believe doing the land mode means that I'm going to be able to, once I cut through, kind of go around a chunk of land. Now, because I was already in the middle of a section, it's going to be a little bit hard here. So we've got to get cut through first because it's a really long field. And then once we get cut through, we should be going around a block of land for a period of time. What is this guy doing? We don't have convoy mode on since I started back up, do we? Where's convoy? Where's it? Where's it at? Field convoy is activated. Okay. Well, in that case, I think we're good. We're just going to let these guys sit here for just a moment while we get our truck unloaded. And I think I've already run out of time on the augers, so let's get that started back up. Trying to do too many things at once. And so, like I said, I really got to give a shout out to Patrick Wendy, who was the individual who suggested this lands option for me to try out. So really hoping this works out, because it seems like it's going to work out pretty well for us. And so let's get this guy back out here, dump our auger wagon out enough to go unload these combines real quick. Because it'd be really nice if we could finish off this corn harvest in this episode and do it a little bit more efficiently than last episode. And we're going to just shut the semi off there. I should have turned the semi around first so I don't have to turn him around fully loaded, but it is Farm Sim. We're gonna give ourselves a pass just because we're already loading. Come on, you can fill faster than this. So yeah, really that's the only change I made this time. So in the comments over the last day or so here, we've been having a conversation around wanting to do some animals, and I think that I am going to do animals, and I think I'm going to be an overachiever, and I think over the course of the next year, my goal is to, and year in game with seasons, so starting as soon as we kind of get harvest wrapped up here, is plan out how we do all of the animals on the map, because for a couple of reasons. One is I still need sheep and chicken achievements in Farming Simulator 19, and so I might as well get those done at some point. And then in addition to that, is the fact that I would like to just demo all of the different animal areas on the map and try those out. And so I thought it'd be fun to do the cows and the pigs and do that. And what we might do is play around a little bit with the different styles of animals that they've added in seasons. I haven't done a lot of animals in seasons, and so I know that that changes a lot of things. Pigs have multiple stages. You can do beef or dairy cows. In fact, I think, even chickens and sheep have different versions. So we're going to play around with that a bit. And I guess the downside to this mode is you've got to cut through the middle of a section first. So I have to go all the way to the end to get in here behind the semis. But ideally I should be able to hold both of them pretty easily to get through to the end here. And maybe back up. So once I get the I said semis, I meant combines. Once I get the combines going again, it should be pretty easy to keep up, I'm hoping, this time around, because I'm not going to fight with Courseplay right now with the auger wagon until I have a chance to play around with that a little bit more. So I just want to get harvest going here so that we can start to get tillage out in this field. And so here we go. We're going to unload the front guy first. And I'm trying to think if I leave him here. Let me actually, no, don't go anywhere. Just stop, just wait. No, please wait. Please wait. You're not gonna wait. We've messed that up. I just wanted to pull over ever so slightly. Why? He's just gonna have to cut back in a second here. What I don't know, so he's set to 100 meters. Why is this guy so close? He should be... Where's his settings? He needs to be farther away. Let's increase that by 50% maybe. Stop driver, what is going on? Why are you all of a sudden... Why is everybody causing problems? Okay, you know what? Everybody just stop. My goodness. Alright. You're gonna shut down there. We're gonna jump in this guy. And he's gonna pull over here. And we're just gonna run right into this 9RT. Alright, here we go. Let's get unloaded, and then we'll get everybody going again like normal. We are gonna adjust his maximum distance as well to be 150. Just in case they switch for some reason. When it hurts like this. We climb the greatest heights, jump down and have a fight, and that's all we'll ever like, but that can never change my mind. When it's good, it's amazing. When it's bad, it's uneasy. I All right. So this is actually looking like it's going to work out pretty well. We've got the auger side open to us here now that they've turned around. So this is kind of what I was hoping to be able to do, I guess. I'm kind of curious to see how this is actually going to play out on subsequent runs. But at least these guys are both going to be facing auger out for this side, this run back down the field now. And I will get this guy emptied out. We brought the semi over here just to cut down on how much time I have to run the grain cart back and forth. I was actually expecting these guys to go back to the left and take care of that piece over there, but I've miscalculated something somewhere along the line. So we'll just have to go back to the end of the field anyway, so this works out good. That's a good reason to have the semi down here, so I'm just gonna let that guy go. I didn't quite get him fully emptied. I'm just worried I'm gonna get full here, and I want to grab a little bit out of this next combine here before we go back and dump this into the truck. This is where I could actually use another truck. This is why you have 2-3 trucks on the farm, because, you know, theoretically you would have somebody driving those trucks and emptying them back at the bin. And that's where I need to get a single hopper truck for Courseplay to run the truck back and dump it into the bin. Now, somebody was also suggesting another mod for doing, you know, road travel. I need to look at that mod. I've never played with it. I've heard of it. I think it's called Auto Drive. And I think somebody mentioned that Auto Drive can handle the double grain bin thing for dumping. So if that's true, we might start using Auto Drive for logistics, having trucks run back to the farm, and just use Courseplay on the fields, because Courseplay does a really good job on the fields, you know, when you actually know what you're doing and set it up right, which clearly I don't. But sometimes for the truck stuff it's just a bit cumbersome, and honestly I don't like to save my courses for Courseplay very often because they tend to add a lot of load time and some instability to the game in my experience. So I tend to just generate my courses as I need them. Even on big fields like this, it doesn't really take but a couple of seconds, at least on my computer, to generate a course, so it's just easier to generate them on the fly. I'm pretty much always going to be generating them from the same spot anyway, so I kind of know what to expect. So let's run this back down, empty it out, and do a little bit of field work here, keeping up with these combines.
It's a tug of war, battling to keep my sanity. Say no more, say no more. I love you, but I can't keep killing me. I look at myself, I wonder why you don't recognize who you traumatize me. Now what do I do? Pick up the pieces and go.
Alright, that was so much more efficient than what we were doing. So I am super excited that we have been introduced to land mode. Look at that. They're going to do yet another pass right there on the same thing. So I will be able to empty this semi real quick, get the grain cart empty. I'm sure they're going to be stopped and waiting for me. I do need more trucks, just so I can park a few trucks out here ahead of time. Corn harvest, I'm going to have a hard time keeping up with 2 combines apparently. I could probably keep up with 1 and empty trucks and stuff, but really it's just the time it takes me to go. I mean, those combines are filling up really fast with the 12-row heads. I can't imagine trying to keep up with a 16-row head. And I think part of that is the yields are just nice and high. I mean, they're in the 200s for bushels an acre, which is, you know, kind of what I would expect from Midwest U.S. corn. So, yeah, we're pulling in some really good corn here. I'm going to get this back up to the yard here, lickety-split. And, yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. Things are finally going well. I wish I'd been doing this all of last episode. We probably could have got corn harvest done in a single episode with some cool time-lapse. What the... Apparently the brakes on this truck not cut out for stopping from 60 miles an hour to nothing in that shorter period of time. Go figure. The struggle is I am hung up on something here now. What did I get hung up on? Come on, back it up. Back it up. Oh no. What have we done? Alright, we're going to disconnect that. We're going to get over a little bit. And then we're going to see if I can get out of here. I think I'm hung up on this tree to my left. There we go. Okay. Well, there is yet another crash for me. One of these days I'm going to have to start a crash counter, I think. Too much speedy driving. Alright, let's see if we can get this going pretty quick like, and we overshot it again. Number 3 on the keypad, perfect. And then we're gonna start unloading this. And then, is it full? No more capacity for corn. Son of a gun. Alright, in here we go. Oops, don't stand up there. I believe this one is number 5. And then we're going to jump into here and load up some corn. Perfect. Now, I should be able to unload this for as long as that main auger is running, I guess. And then I guess we'll just come back down here and get ready to turn the main auger back on. There's the main auger winding down. Let's turn it back on. And there's just a smidge in this front hopper. Get this back hopper, and of course the the combine is already waiting for us. So we're just not winning this race at all. The good news is we should get most of the wet bin emptied out here with the dryer running. Since it was full, we'll get the full wet bin moved out at least. I still want to look at that dryer setup and see if I can extend that to run a little bit longer. And then maybe increase the capacity of the wet bin a bit, because it feels a little small maybe. I feel like you should be able to hold more than 3 semi-loads in that big bin, because that big bin on the end there, I mean, it's the smallest of his bins. Get back on the road, buddy. But that small bin there, that's his wet corn bin. And it's got to be bigger than 3 semi-loads. I have to actually check and see if he talks about it in one of his videos, how much capacity he's got for wet corn. Maybe just make some tweaks. I don't want, I can just arbitrarily increase it. I'm just hesitant to bump it up at random. Unfortunately, this is one of those situations where I started Courseplay in kind of a field in progress, and so this guy's taking an empty track back down the field, and then I expect he'll jump over into that other section. So it's a little unfortunate. I could probably just pick him up and have set him on the right course, but this is going to give us just a little bit of breathing room to catch up. And so I'm going to put this guy up here by this entrance, actually. And then we're going to jump over and grab our semi-truck, unload that, and bring him back to this entrance. And, really, we would have just been sitting around waiting for me to do some unloading anyway. So this is a great way to get caught up without all the hassle of resetting up the Courseplay courses and figuring out where they should be and all that good stuff. So I'm not complaining. And let's not put this into that creek because I think it'd be kind of hard to get out. We're gonna go ahead and get that corn dryer started back up because we're almost full. And we're gonna get this guy down here to unload this auger wagon lickety split. Gotta go. We don't want to lose our edge here while these combines are still making their way down the field. Looks like the first one's already down to the end row and turning around to cut in. And so we're going to be just in time, I think, to get the auger wagon back down there, green cart, and hopefully be ready to unload him as soon as he gets full as he's cutting down the path. I think he's supposed to cut through the middle of this last section now, but I could be wrong. He might just go around the outside of it because we're coming down to the last handful of passes here on this field, especially if we look on here. Yeah, he's gonna go down the edge and cut around. Oh, this is gonna be perfect. So let's hurry up and get this thing empty, and it'll be good to go. How much corn are we getting now? So we've got, we're getting there. This is going to be, 18,000 bushels. We've got a couple trucks left to go here. And we'll be getting pretty close to full. I'm going to go ahead and risk it and run this back up and dump it out right now. And then we'll leave it here and figure out where the best place is going to be to dump corn out of the auger wagon when we need it. So looks like the corn dryer's still going. Let's do this. And unload. We're going to do the front. I should have done the back first so I could just leave it dumping while I walked away. Oh well, it doesn't take that long. I always like corn harvest because it's rush. Like, it's such high volume crop, so you're always busy trying to keep up with the combines. So we got that get done. Let's jump back into the tractor over here. And the great thing is he's going to be right about in the middle of the field here for me, so I'm just going to be able to cut straight in towards him. I'm going to maybe cut a little bit this way just in case he's getting fuller than I think he is. I think he should be able to make it about 2/3 of the way down, but just in case. Should be good. A little bit of smoke up top from the auger in the back of the combine. That's kind of cool. I don't think I've ever noticed that before. Is that exhaust? No, that's, yeah, dust from the corn. That's pretty cool. So let's get a little bit closer here. There we go. We made it. Plenty of time. Look at this. This is what it's all about. Now, if I just had somebody to run the truck for me, I think I'd be good. I think I could keep up with these two combines if somebody was dumping the truck out every time. So yes, thank you again, Patrick, for the suggestion on lands mode for the Courseplay setup. This is definitely a game changer for operating on these big fields with Courseplay. We are making some amazing progress here in this field. The field mode is working out awesomely, and we've been able to just keep running with very little stoppages here, although again, this is where it would be really helpful to have something to run the trucks for me right now, because this is where we're going to get behind, I think. But we just unloaded both of them here, so they won't be waiting too long. And this is awesome because I won't have to cut another section at all. Like, they're open to run here until we're done with this field. So we've only got a few passes left. Get this, we should close the tarp up. We'll get this back up to the farm here and wrap up this harvest today. And yeah, let me know in the comments which set of animals you think we should start in on. I will be preoccupied this weekend, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to put videos out on both Saturday and Sunday. We'll see. We're certainly going to try and get ahead, but I have some prior commitments Friday night and Saturday night, and so we will see what happens. But this series is turning out to be a ton of fun. And I think that now that we're through the first major harvest here, first year on the farm, we've learned a lot. This Courseplay setup is going to make doing this field so much easier in the future. And so I'm not, I was kind of stressing out about, like, do I really want to pick up more fields? Is it going to be a pain to do right now? But no, this is going to be a piece of cake. So I'm really looking forward to that. We may end up picking up some other equipment that's not just the normal Midwest auger wagon style, so that we can do that field with some help from Courseplay, unless, I figure out how to get Mode 3 working a little bit better. It might make sense we just have 2 grain carts and dedicate one to each combine. I think that, somebody said that might be part of the issue that I'm running into, so we'll play around with that a little bit. I think our grain bin is full here. Open sesame. We're going to start this guy up. We're going to start this guy up. And we're going to jump back in here and see if I can get the rest of this corn out. Nope, it just shut off. I should have known better. So yeah, so things are, I guess what I'm trying to say before I lose my train of thought here is things are going really well on the farm, and our next step is going to be to get a little bit of fall tillage in while we can. If it doesn't start getting snowy too quickly, that'll be a job for the next season's day. I'm trying to advance a day per episode usually, because we had to split this big field up from a harvest perspective. I didn't want to push the clock past today for that until we've gone all the way around for one season, so I can understand a little bit better how this geo is set up for weather. So I'm really excited to get through winter. Yeah, we're going to probably need some snowplows based on how the episode, or how the series started here. There was a fair amount of snow on the ground in that first episode when we were getting everything set up. So if you know of a good snowplow mod, let me know. We'll probably get a big truck for doing like the county roads and stuff, and just I don't know, maybe we're working for the county and we plow the roads. But we also just need something on either our tractor or more preferably the pickup truck to clean the yard out and stuff. So we'll play with that, find some good mods. Maybe a snowblower or something would be good too. I don't know, I haven't really done snow in seasons yet. Most of the geos I've played on haven't had snow, or it was such little amounts of snow that you could just get around it. So I'm really looking forward to trying that out as well. But yeah, I mean, I think we're pretty much coming to the end of this harvest here.
We lost our minds in the darkness of night. We live to die. We lose our souls every day. We lost our minds. We don't remember what's wrong and what's right. What's right? The world is dead, but we stay. 'Cause we are born as living fights. We live to die. We live to die. And we're surrounded by the night. We live to die. We are shadows in the neon light. We are shadows in the neon light. We are shadows in the neon. We are
All right, we have finally finished harvesting this field. So we're gonna go ahead and stop driver. We can get rid of that course. We're gonna pull him off the edge here. We'll clean up this equipment a little bit, probably off camera. I suspect that this is turning into a rather lengthy episode at this point, but I really wanted to get all of harvest wrapped up today. And yeah, like we've said earlier in the episode, we're going to be checking out some animals right here very quickly while we do some of our fall tillage and see what we can do to get set up for that over the winter here. And we'll be thinking about what crops we're going to plant next to support our desire to do different kinds of animals. So we might actually have to put a grass field back in somewhere here and things like that if we decide to do cows. And quite honestly, I don't even remember what pigs need to eat now in seasons. I know the root crop requirement goes away, so we'll have to take a look at that as well. So super exciting to get through our first full crop year. I'll be curious to see what winter has in store for us here on this particular geo. But with that said, that's all for today. Kedrick, out.